Up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. And you know, the whole Gunna situation been taking over the internet. Everybody keep talking about that. What's going on, man? Your business. People saying he told, people saying he ain't told. You know, me personally, like I say, we ain't got nothing to do with this, but at the end of the day, with this being in the limelight, those guys having a lot of fame and clout, it's something we got to talk about, you know? I've been told by close sources to, like YSL, and I interviewed a lot of people very close to Young Thug, so please don't get this confused. I'm not going to say their names because that's not part of what I'm doing, but still take this information with a grain of salt. But I was told that Young Thug has been told about this whole Gunna situation and that, you know, if it's possible, make sure that people are not threatening Gunna, you know. It's a lot of shit going on the internet that can really hurt Young Thug. You know, Young Thug is already portraying himself as a non-violent individual. He's just doing music and shit. Now, all of a sudden, it's people angry as hell calling Gunna snitches, rats, mices, and all kind of shit. You know, this is making it bad for Young Thug. That's why I was told his sister came out and spoke out against leaving Gunna alone and YSL welcoming Gunna and speaking on him. I was told that's just a visual thing. That's an optics thing, you know. The heat on Gunna, all this shit on the internet is making Young Thug look guilty like he really did something. What can Gunna snitch on? Young Thug ain't do anything. So I clearly get that. So, you know, if you want to hear anything about Gunna being a snitch from anybody in Young Thug camp or anything like that, that is not going to happen. Not at this time. Thug got way more things that's more serious that he needs to handle at this moment. But a lot of people keep talking about did Gunna tell? Gunna cooperated. Now, did he snitch? Did he point somebody out? Did he do the normal testifying thing? No, he didn't do that. But he clearly cooperated. Let's just be honest with this shit. And it hurts because, you know, we don't want that to happen. Now, do that mean we don't need to listen to Gunna music no more? Do that mean he a bitch ass nigga? He a hoe ass nigga? I ain't into that. You got to remember, that's street rules. If you're not a street cat, then that shit shouldn't even bother you. But let's make no mistake about this. Gunna cooperated with the police. We heard it.
YSL is a music label and a game, and a game, and a game, and a game. And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the game.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams. You were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you. 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 These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
We synced it. We seen him distance himself. He separated himself from the whole YSL. We synced that. Okay? We synced that. He separated that shit. He told the police, he told the judge, he told the judge that he witnessed crimes happening. He thought this was a music label. He didn't think this was a gang. He seen crimes happening. He said that. Let's just be honest with that, man. He said that. Will his statement be used in the court against Young Thug? I'm not sure about that, but can it be used? Let's just be honest with ourselves. Anybody has the right to deny accusations against them. Okay, with Gunna saying it wasn't his in the car. Now Young Thug said it ain't his. Like, he has the right to defend himself. You know, Gunna didn't get on the stage and like snitch and tell about everything that they did or point people out and shit like that. But he clearly separated himself from this YSL shit. He called it a gang. He called it all this information. He did all of this shit. And these are all the things that Young Thug been saying it's not. You got to understand that just because you want to take a deal and you ready to tell the police things that happened, the next man might not be ready to tell nobody that shit. You put Thug in a position where he has to walk in the courtroom and be like, I don't know what he talking about. I ain't in no game. This ain't no game. That's what he did. Let's just be honest with that. He looked out for himself. Now, does that mean that, you know, that's dirty? I don't know that. I think everybody has a right to look out for themselves. I think Thug's at the position right now where he's going to look out for himself. But clearly, it was going to be deals offered. There's 28 people was on this case. Somebody was going to be offered a deal. I'm not sure if Gunna realized that. Now, a lot of times the lawyers do this. You pay a lawyer $1 million, you go get that big time high price ass lawyer, then he go do his job. He do his job. But you got to be the one to say, we're not going to do our job like that. You know what I'm saying? Rowdy Rebel tells plenty of stories about how the police wanted to offer him little time and deals if he did this and he did that and he did that, but he turned it down because it was going to fuck Bobby Smurda up. Okay? This was one of those things where Gunna, opposed to turn that down because it's going to fuck up Young Thug. But then again, why say he got to turn this shit down? This man is his own man. This is his own man. He has the right to do what the fuck he want to do, take care of his own self. If he wasn't involved in no criminal shit, why do he got to go down? But he knew what the fuck was going on. He was around shit when shit was going on. He just looked out for himself. Now, does that make him a bad person? I'm not saying that. But we heard what we heard. Okay? No matter how much you like somebody, we heard what we heard. Okay? And what we heard is what Young Thug ain't been saying. Young Thug been telling these people for a while, this ain't no gang. I don't know what y'all talking about. And Gunna went in the courtroom and said, Thug, you do know what they're talking about. This is a gang. Young Thug then paid millions of dollars to get the best lawyers in the world to prove that this is not no gang and he not involved in no gang activity. Gunna went in there and took a plea deal that said, Thug, you sure you forgot? You might have forgot. You remember this. And that's what that was, okay? So that is cooperation. Now, is that snitching? I don't know. I wouldn't call that snitching, but he cooperated. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, cooperating a little bit might not be the same as cooperating a lot bit, but he cooperated. Maybe just a little teensy once, but he cooperated, okay? Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tell Me True.